Hey there everyone, how are you? I'm going to explain this creepy drawing here in a second. I want to talk to you about core strength and injury prevention. Now, this is going to be, we'll see how this goes. I drew about 5 different arms on here to show you this is a side view of a person. The arms looked really creepy and didn't look right, so we're just going to keep those off. This is an armless person. But I want to talk about how do you build core strength, because if you can't pass what I'm about to teach you in this video, you are actually, you're just more likely to get hurt in your running. And if you want help with your core strength, there's a program that I recommend. I obviously recommend it because we have it on our site, but it's called Base3 Bootcamp. It's a really kind of a starter program for balance, glute strength, and core strength. I encourage you to check that out if you need some help with this stuff. The program is like, I think it's 6 total workouts, and it leads into another one. But Base3 Bootcamp, you can get a link to that in the post. So when I look at core strength, and you should be thinking about core strength, a lot of people just think of like the beach muscles, right? The muscles up front, up in here. But the thing that we got to recognize, of course my marker's not going to work, is that you have these front muscles, but that's not the only part of your core. When you're thinking core, and we're thinking about just the core strength in general to help you with injuries, you also have your low back, and then you have the sides of your core as well. So think about it as a 360-degree way around your trunk, and you need to train all those muscle groups. So I'm going to talk to you about how do you do that, and also what's like the baseline level of core strength that you can have to not get hurt. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day to everyone. I didn't forget, but I was going to start off with it, and then I got in the swing of things. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. So core strength, let's bad segue back into this. There's 3 exercises that I use as a test to see, and now I've talked about these at length and before, but the first one is a plank on your front. People usually do pretty good with those. Then we have the side plank, which everyone loves to skip. I don't know why. Probably because everyone goes to what feels the least painful. Side plank and a bridge. Now, these exercises aren't going to be something that are going to get you to the promised land of never getting injured or to be running so much faster. But it is like the minimum viable product you should bring to the table with your running, because the side plank is going to attack the side of your body. The front plank will attack the front. The bridge will attack your low back. And how do we know, like, do you have enough strength in these muscle groups? It's a very simple thing that I like to check for is, can you hold it for 60 seconds? With good form, not like sagging your back and like shaking like crazy. Can you hold each of these positions for 60 seconds? We have a program called 60-Second Core that teaches this, but if you cannot hold for 60 seconds in these positions, that's where you should be starting to build your strength. And let me teach you how to do that a little bit. I'm going to erase this 60 seconds piece. If you can't hold for 60 seconds, you're going to go 6 by 10 seconds to break it into a minute. If you can't do that, or once you get good enough to do that, you would do 4 at 15 seconds to get your minute. If you do it 4 at 15, you wouldn't do 6 at 10. Then we have 3 by 20, 2 by 30, and 1 by 60. Once you get to that 1 by 60, it's not a party trick to keep going and going to someone like, I can hold a 4-minute plank. I don't care. It might be cool to just be able to do that, I guess, but from a running standpoint, it doesn't really help you much more. Once you get to this 60-second point and you can hold these positions, and truthfully, a lot of people can get here first and they struggle with the side plank to get there. But once you get to the 60 seconds, it's time to make it dynamic. We start incorporating leg lifts, making these moves more dynamic, because you should get onto one leg and challenging yourself once you get to 60 seconds. So for example, let's say you are looking and you're working your way through and you get down to 1 by 60 seconds for your side plank for all these positions. The next step to do is to go back to the top, but then start doing single leg holds. So get in your plank, hold a leg, hold the other leg, do a bridge, lift one leg, lift the other, and start working your way down at least to 2 by 30 until you get there. And that is a good progression to start building your strength. So often, like, these could be done as warm-up and cool downs, but people just struggle because they I just got done with my run, I don't want to do it. But minimum viable product is to hold each one of these positions for 60 seconds. I challenge you to go do it now. If you can't do it, you are definitely injury prone. If you can do it, then try on one leg and see if you have an asymmetry from one side to the other. That's something I get someone in the clinic, we work through all of these, and then I'll put them in one leg and say, how does that feel on your right versus your left? I'll look at their form. And usually, once you get to one leg, you can really start to see the imbalances pull out. And then you just do this, and you just build up the strength. It's something we work on consistently in the clinic with our runners. It's also something we include with our Base3 Bootcamp. That's a learning program that transitions into Base6 Bootcamp. If you want to try the boot camp that we have that goes through this and helps you with this stuff, go to the link in this post. You can try it all for $1 for 2 weeks, and if you want to stick around, great. It's only $15. If you don't want to stick around, I'll just cry a little bit inside, but I'm sure you'll find it useful, and you can cancel at any time, so there's no like strings attached to it where we're going to bill you forever. So try this out. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Don't skip your side planks, people. They should be done. All right. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.